meet the Mets, greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really sucking the ball. Knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the M-E-T-S Mets from New York. Oh, the butcher and the baker and the people on the streets, where do they go? To meet the Mets. Oh, they're hollering and cheering and they're jumping in their seats, where do they go? To meet the Mets. All the fans are true to the orange and blue, so hurry up and come on down, 'cause we got ourselves a ball from the Mets of New York town. Give them a yell, give them a hand, and let them know you're rooting and you stand. Come on and meet the Mets, meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really sucking the ball. Knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the M-E-T-S Mets of New York. Of New York.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and you're joining another presentation of our 1987 Mets APBA replay. And we are May 17th, 16. Mets were 16-19, 35 games. In our replay, we're 24-10. So it's like it's a totally different team. Now the big sensation is Darryl Strawberry, who in 35 games has 16 home runs and 50 RBIs. He's batting .377. He's not playing today. He appeared as a pinch hitter today. And that's what he's going to be doing in this game. He's going to be appearing as a pinch hitter. I have a little background crowd. Hopefully it's not too distracting. Just don't want it too loud, but don't want total silence. Remember, this is your home for chat, tutorials, strategy, player profiles, history, reviews, news, tips, unboxings, Topps baseball cards, and much, much more. This is your host, CP, and welcome to our presentation of the 87 Mets cards and dice replay. We're right about to start. We're using a 7.8, I believe, 7.8 or 7.9 inch iPad for iScore. So I keep some replays on iScore, I keep some on Replay Baseball computer game, and I keep others on BallScore. I hope to be playing more than this is the third game of a 3-game set. The Mets are looking to sweep. They won the first one 9-5 when they came back in that one. Game 2, the Mets won 8-0, and we're right about to start Game 3. This is Sunday, May 17th. 1987, we're at Chase Stadium in Flushing, Queens. You take the 7 train and you get off at Willets Point Boulevard. And it's still early enough to get down and to watch a game. Philip Reynolds in the house. Welcome, Philip Reynolds. Always great to see Philip. And I took a little nap and tough day at work. And took a little nap, and now I'm up. And hopefully I can play a couple of games. Probably do an inside pitch after this one. And then maybe a payoff pitch. So I may have a few hours of baseball on me. We'll see what happens, see how I feel. And we're going to get started. It's going to be Chris Spire. Let's see if I can manipulate the light a little bit without losing. The problem is when I put some lights on, I lose what I need. It's like so I can see a little bit more there. All right, so let's get started. The way you play APBA is it's very, very simple. I mean, APBA is straightforward. You do have to use a booklet. I have a booklet that I use. You can see that there. You flip through this. Now, this booklet was in really good shape at one point, but when I was traveling with it fell off the desk. I was staying in a it was basically a rental room not far from City Field, and there was a little small refrigerator next to the desk, and somehow the book fell off the desk, and it fell in between the desk and the refrigerator was leaking, so the book got kind of warped because it absorbed some of the water. So that's what happened there. So the book, I'm playing with a warped book right now. And there we go. All right, so let's get started. The way you play APBA is you read the red, and then you read the white, and then it's like this would be a 65. You don't add them; they're not separate columns. They're just basically it would be a 65. So it's going to be Chris Spire. His nickname is Spy. That's the cool thing about the APBA cards. They come with you a little nickname. They tell you where the player's from. They tell you his height, his weight, and so on. Although every player is like 6'2" and 190 pounds. But anyway. All right, that's going to be a fly ball to center field. And let me just read you real quick the lineup for the visiting Giants. It's Chris Spire in center field. That's one out. Mookie Wilson is out there today for the Mets. So that's one up, man. One down for David Cone. David Cone is on the mound for the Mets. I haven't done that either. David Cone's stats. Let's look at those quickly. David Cone's stats: 87, 21 games, 99 innings pitched. He was 5-6 with a 3.71 ERA. David Cone is going to be facing Atlee Hamaker. Hamaker was, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hamaker was, 10-10 with a 3.58 ERA and 168 innings. Atlee pitched a 4-hitter for Omaha, AA, in 1981. I don't know why the card is telling me that, but these are Topps cards. I bought the 88 set, which is the 87 season. And okay, it's going to be Will Clark batting second, playing first base. Batting third is Jeffrey Leonard, the left fielder. Batting fourth is Candy Maldonado. He'll be in right field. Batting fifth is the Chili Davis, the center fielder. I believe he's a Mets hitting coach right now. Bob Melvin, the catcher, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Matt Williams, the shortstop. Robbie Thompson is second base. Batting eighth and batting ninth is Atlee Hamaker. All right. And this is going to be a 53. That's a 19. We're going to go off an error randomizer that I have printed out. And that's going to be a 19. And usually that's an error on the third baseman. I don't think why that should be anything else at this point. There's a ground ball to third, and it's booted by Howard Johnson. Hits off the heel of his glove, rolls away, and on first is Will Clark. E5, according to the official scorer. And it's Jeff Leonard. Now, one thing with APBA doesn't include any stats on the cards. Now they do, actually. The new cards do come with stats, but the old cards are the only ones I use. I do have a set of new cards here and there that I was able to pick up pretty cheap. So when I get that opportunity, I'll pick them up. Otherwise, I don't like to spend very much on APBA cards. I bought about 15 sets for about $10 each. It was $150. I got about 15 sets, and I still have a handful of those. I don't play a lot of APBA. I do. It's one of my favorite games just because of, I call it the atomic age game, where it didn't really change since 1957. If you look at the history of APBA, it never really changed very much since 1958. Take a look at that history. Runner on first and Leonard, and this is 3-2 pitch high outside. And let's see what Cone does. He walks him first and second now. Will Clark over to second base, and it's Kennedy Maldonado. Kennedy Maldonado on 11 right here with first and second would hit a home run. I believe a first and second 4 is a home run, so he's got that at 11. At 5 at 33, a 6 at 22. So Candy was one of their top hitters in 1987. Here's the pitch from Cone. Cone is a DY pitcher. And that's a 53. A 17 is going to require another. This is a randomizer 65 roll. And that 65 roll looks like a 21. Oh boy. What is that going to be? With runners on first and second. That's kind of an odd result. 21 with first and second. And that's going to be a ground ball third base. Hojo up with it. Throws across the diamond and, misplayed by Hernandez. Misplayed by Hernandez. Somehow he went off his glove. Doesn't roll too far away, but Hernandez is disappointed. And that's going to be an error on Keith Hernandez. That's going to load the bases. So it's an assist for Howard Johnson. So let's see how we're going to input this. This is a tough one to input. So I'm going to bypass the assist right here. Just input the error because I don't want to take up a lot of time. I don't keep track of that sort of thing anyway. But the bases are going to be loaded. And it's going to be Chili Davis. Let me put that to the side so my hand doesn't keep on going in front of the screen. Let me put my stats to the side. All right, so Chili Davis coming up. He's got a 5 at 11, a 6 at 33, and a 1 at 66. So he's got good power. And it's David Cone. Let's switch these cards. David Cone facing Chili Davis with the bases loaded. Mets are playing back. They got the middle infield halfway, looking for the double play. That's a 32, a 26 with the bases loaded. That's a ground ball. Chopped to second base. And that is going to allow a run to score. Tim Tuffle is going to flip to second. Santana, no throw to first. Maldonado comes in hard playing old school baseball. And that's 1-0. It's going to be a RBI fielder's choice. 4-6. One run's going to score. Other goes to third. Runner at second is out on the force. And Chili Davis is on at first base. Bob Melvin with 2 outs. It's a 34, and that's lifted to center field. And running in is Mookie Wilson. He gets there. And that retires the side. Oh, let's undo that. I think I just wrote grounder. Sometimes I get a little bit distracted when I start a game. Mookie Wilson makes the catch in center, and that brings the Mets up. It's 1-0 in the bottom of the first. It's going to be Wilson leading off. Tuffle batting second baseman. Keith Hernandez batting third at first base. Cleanup is McReynolds in left field. Gary Carter's playing right field tonight for the Mets. Hojo, the third baseman, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Rafael Santana. I believe batting eighth is going to be Barry Lyons, the catcher. Barry Lyons is the Mets catcher. And I'll double check that, confirm that, because he's not officially written in the lineup. He's batting before Hojo, so we're going to go back into the lineup and quickly pop him in. Somehow he is not showing up in the lineup, so it's very quick fix. Lyons, we just got to put Lyons in there. Catcher. Yes, and he's going to be right ahead of Hojo. So I have Lyons batting sixth, then Hojo batting seventh, then Santana eighth, and then David Cone ninth. So here's a pitch. Mookie Wilson, he bats both, and against Lee Atwater. I'm sorry, Lee Atwater. Holy smokes. Lee Hamaker is a lefty, so Wilson is batting righty. 5-4. And that's lifted to right field. Kenny Maldonado towards the line, hooking, and Maldonado makes the catch. Tim Tuffle steps in the box. Matt Williams sets and deals. Atley sets and deals. And that's a 55. And that's line base hit center field. So Tuffle's on with a single. Keith Hernandez is going to try to hit and run, and that's a 14. It's a ground ball, perhaps at 12. I'm not even sure what that is. But 12 is going to be, it's going to be a ground ball second base. No chance for the double play. They're going to go to first. So it's a successful hit and run where you stay out of the double play, you get a runner to second base. So whenever that happens, your hit and run has been successful. It doesn't always have to be a hit. Just kind of want to avoid the double play. And McReynolds now with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, 64, and that's strike 3. High fastball. Gets McReynolds, and we go top of the second. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster now. Matt Williams, David Cone, the pitch, 64, and that's strike 3. Fans Williams. Next is Mike. Oh, I don't know. Mike shouldn't be in there, I don't think. I don't see him in the lineup. Third baseman is Spire. So I'm pulling him real quick here. And let me just, I had to make his card using Steve's APBA card maker. And it's going to be Robbie Thompson. 33. Oh, that's going to be 0. It's going to take us to second column, and that's driven. And that's going to split the outfielders. And Wilson and McReynolds after the ball around first and into second base is Robbie Thompson with a 1-out double. Runner at second base, 1 out. Pitcher, Atlee Hamaker. 32 ground ball second base. This is going to get Thompson over. It's like 90% that the guy, that the runner at second advances to third. In the case of a grounder to the right side, about 90%. And it's Chris Spire. David Cone sets and deals, 46. That's strike 3, and that retires the side. So the Giants strand a runner at second base in scoring position. And we move to the bottom of the second. Gary Carter leading it off. Atlee Hamaker against Gary Carter, 46. And that's a swing and a miss. 1 away. Next is Lyons, 35. That's going to be a ball. Pitch to Lyons, and that's going to be a ground ball up the middle and through into center field for a base hit. So runner on first. 1 out, 1 on. Hojo, good power. Hojo has a 1 at 11, a 1 at 66, 6 at 33. So he's got good power, 45. And that is ball 2. Low outside. 2-0 the count on Johnson. And that's ball 4. 3-2 pitch. Low and away. And that's going to put runners on first and second with only 1 out. So the Mets have a little something going here. Rafael Santana. 13. That's ball 2. And a 62 is Chris Spire at third base. Let's take a quick peek at what kind of third baseman he is. He's a 4. First and second. This may be a fielder's choice. I do not think first and second. And it could be potentially, no, he doesn't have any strikeout letters. So a 27 is it is a double play. It's a ground ball. And that's Spire. He throws over to Thompson. Relay to first. In time. Nice scoop by Clark. So it's going to be a 5-4-3 round the horn double play. And that retires the side. So the Giants infield flashing the leather here. Oh, got to redo it. Hit the wrong button. Still need to wake up a little bit. Took a little nap and I'm struggling a little bit. There we go. All right. So Santana hits into a double play and we go to the top of the third. It's 1-0 Giants. It's Jeffrey Hack Leonard. He's a fast outfielder, 2. He's got a 1 at 66, and he's got double columns. And that's foul back, a souvenir for a lucky fan. David Cone sets and looks in for the sign. And that's going to be ball 4. So Will Clark, I don't know. I have Will Clark up, so I don't know why I don't have him in place. So Will Clark walks. He's on at first. Jeffrey Leonard, Hack Leonard. Here's the pitch, 63, and that's going to be fly ball center field. Wilson under it, makes the catch. Easy out. One down. Candy Maldonado. Not going to hit and run with Candy Maldonado, but that ball is lined to left field. Kevin McGrinnells plays it on a hop. Over to third is Will Clark. First and third. Again, the Giants threatening. 1-0 Giants, top of the third. First and third. Clark off third and Candy Maldonado off first. And you have Chili Davis. Here's the pitch. And that's a deep drive. That's a deep drive to left center field. Back goes Wilson to the track, to the wall. That's gone. 4-0 Giants. Chili Davis gets a hold of a David Cone fastball and says, sayonara, amigo. It's a 3-run home run. And the Mets are down 4-0 here in the top of the third. Bob Melvin. And that's going to be ball. Again, the pitch to Melvin. 62 is strike 3. That's 2 outs. And it's Matt Williams, 64, and that's a strikeout. And that's going to retire the side here. But damage has been done. 3 runs in the top of the third. Giants lead at 4-0. But the Mets have a lively offense, so they've been known to score some runs. And David Cone steps in the box and lifts one to left field towards the line. Leonard over, and he's there, puts it away. Next is Wilson, Mookie Wilson, and that's going to be into the second column with a 66, and that's going to be pulled down the line into the left field corner. That's going to roll around away from Leonard, and around second is Wilson on the way to third. The throw to third is not in time. Slides in under the tag, and it's a 1-out triple for William Hayward Mookie Wilson from Bamberg, South Carolina. Tuffle. Ground ball, second base. That's going to allow a run to score. 2 outs. So RBI ground out for Tim Tuffle. And Keith Hernandez. 65, that's popped up. Catcher Melvin throws the mask away under it, and that retires the side, but the Mets do pick up one. 4-1 going to the top of the fourth. Robbie Thompson leading it off. Ground ball, second base. Tim Tuffle throws him out. Hamaker, 64. That's strike 3. That's 2 down. Turns the lineup over, and it's Chris Spire. Third time at bat, a 22. I believe a 22 is a ground ball first baseman. And it is. Hernandez flips to the pitcher, Cone covering, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. So APBA basic plays very, very fast, particularly when you know some of the numbers. Or I think I know most of the numbers. Kevin McGrinnells, pitch from Atlee Hamaker. Now the Mets only have 3 hits. Both teams actually only have 3 hits, but the Giants have made them count. It's 4-1 Giants. 61 is a fly ball left field. Jeffrey Leonard racing in and makes the catch. Gary the Kid Carter. And that's going to be swung on and lined to left field. Played in on a hop by Jeffrey Leonard. Gary the Kid Carter on with a single. 1 on, 1 out for the Mets. They're trailing by 3 runs. Next is Barry Lyons. Ground ball, second base, and Thompson flips to Williams. Throw to first, not in time. Barry Lyons, the catcher, hustling down the line. He's safe at first. So 1 on, 2 out, and it's Howard Johnson. Howard Johnson's got good power. Hit about almost 40 home runs. And that's going to be ball 2. Atlee sets and deals. 45, and that's ball 4. Low outside, 3-2 pitch. Puts runners on first and second with 2 outs. For Raf Santana from La Romana, Dominican Republic. Here's a pitch, and that's a 35. A 39 with runners on first and second. Don't know what that's going to be. And that looks like a line drive and caught by the third baseman, Spire, and that retires the side. So we'll go to the top of the 5th. Will Clark, left-handed batter, leading it off. I'm going to take a quick sip of water. We got our Mets Cup picked up at the stadium. At one point, it had some Sam Adams, I believe. Hopefully, we do that again this year. And, all right, it's going to be Will Clark, David Cone, top of the 5th, 4-1, Giants. That's a ground ball to short. And Rafael Santana plays it on a hop over to first, 1 down. Next is Hack Leonard, 22, and that is going to take us to the second column. And that is a drive that's going to split the outfielders. McReynolds chasing it down into second base is Leonard with a 1-out double. Candy Maldonado. And a 46 is strike 3. High heat gets Maldonado 2 out now. Chili Davis. I'd like to walk Chili Davis, actually, to pitch to Melvin. But Chili Davis doesn't look like he's got big average numbers on his card. Doesn't have a lot of 7s. So we're going to pitch to Davis. Here's the pitch to Davis. And we should have walked him because that's line base hit to center field. And being waved around is Leonard. And it's going to be 5-1. RBI single. 2-out RBI single by Chili Davis. Clutch. 5-1. See if Mets... David Cone leads off next inning, so let's see if we can get him through this inning. Here's the pitch, the next batter, and that's popped up. And Barry Lyons towards the stands, and he makes the catch, and that retires the side. So Mets are going to bring up a pinch hitter. And the person I'd like to see pinch hit most often is an old young Met, or a longtime Met who left the team and came back. It's Hollywood Mazzilli. He's going to come in. He's got a rectangular card because he came in the extra players. Cone was an extra player, and Hollywood Mazzilli was an extra player. And Hollywood is going to come in and pinch hit. So that's all that's going to be 5 innings and 5 runs today for David Cone. So not a good outing for the future All-Star. Lee Mazzilli facing Atlee Hamaker. Here's the pitch, and that's line base hit to left. So Lee Mazzilli, batting righty against the lefty, lines it to Jeffrey Leonard. Leonard plays it on a hop, and Mazzilli's on at first. So the Mets get the lead runner on first on a single. Next is Wilson. Here's the pitch, and that's a strikeout. That's the first out. Wilson down swinging. Tuffle next, 46, and that's a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. And it's Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez, 35, and a 9. That's going to be ground ball third base. Spire goes the short way to second base, and that retires the side, 5-4. Bob Melvin leading it off. We're going to get who are we going to get here? going to get Sisk, I believe. Let me take a quick peek and see who pitched in this game. That way I don't veer too far off of the numbers. I just kind of allow myself. McDowell actually came in to get a. And who pitched the game before this? Game before this, it was. Oh, Jeff Innes. I don't even think I have a Jeff Innes. I may have a Jeff Innes. Let's look at. I don't know that I do. And I'm not going to print out his card right now. I don't know that I do. Nope. Do not have Jeff Innes. So I'm going to go one. I'm going to print out his card off screen and pitch him in the next game. But I will go one earlier to see who pitched. Or I could go one later. Sisk came in. So let's look for Sisk and let's bring him in. In that game, it was Sisk and McDowell. So McDowell pitches in 2 of the games. So we'll put him on top. We'll bring in Sisk. Sisk is both he's just a reliever. Okay. So it's going to be Sisk. We're going to put him over to the side. He's a B2Z. So Doug Sisk coming. He'll be in the 9th spot. And we're in the top of the 6th inning. It's 5-1 Giants. Leading it off is Matt Williams. Matt Williams bats righties from Bishop, California. 6'2", 205. Here's the pitch. And that's strike 3. High heat gets Williams. So it's Zisk. Let's see if we have his baseball card. I don't know that we do. And we do. It's strange because you almost got every single Met in this set, in this deck. Doug Sisk, nice action photos in the 1987 set of Topps baseball cards. I picked up the whole set for about $15. Not too bad. So there's one out, and Robbie Thompson, the batter. And that's a hit by pitch, so that nicks him. So Robbie Thompson gets buzzed inside and gets hit. I don't know that Doug Sisk meant for him to be hit. We're going to get a Hamaker squares. And let's look. A 65 is a 35, and I don't know what 35 is going to be a number in front of the plate. And going to second is the catcher. Back to first is Hamaker. No, and he is out. That's a double play. 2-6-4 if you're scoring at home. And the Mets are out of the inning. 2-6-4. 2-6, yep. Double play. And that retires the side. So failed to sacrifice bunt attempt by Hamaker. And it's McReynolds. 56, and that's a strikeout. Oh, wait. Yep. Strike 3. McReynolds strikes out. Next is Gary Carter. Pitch to Gary Carter. And that's a ground ball, and through the left side for a single. Carter's on, I believe, with his second hit of the game. Barry Lyons is 1 for 2. Is up. Here's the pitch. And that's strike 3. 2 out. Outside fastball gets Lyons fishing, and it's Hojo. Hojo with good power. Swings at a fastball, and that retires the side. We're on top of the 7th. Chris Spires leading it off. Doug Sisk pitching for the Mets. He's a BZ. 44, and that's a ground ball shortstop. Santana throws him out. Will Clark next. And at 21, that's lifted. Hook towards the line. Kevin McReynolds, he's there. 2 down. Jeffrey Leonard steps in the box. Here's the pitch from Sisk. And that's lifted center field. Wilson racing in, and nice shoestring catch by Mookie Wilson for the 3rd out. Santana leading it off in the bottom of the 7th. 54, that's lifted to right. High fly. Back goes Robbie Thompson. In comes Candy Maldonado, and it's Maldonado with the catch. You get a pinch hitter. It's going to be Dave Magadan. Now he's actually a lefty. Let's see if I have any righties that can. Backman. Wally Backman's coming in for Zisk. So that's it for Zisk. Wally Backman is into bat. Switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty. Here's the pitch. 26, and that's strike 3. Out number 2. And now it's the top of the order, Wilson. 64, and fans him for the 3rd out. New pitcher is going to be Roger McDowell. He's a C pitcher, CZ. He's going to be facing Candy Maldonado here in the top of the 8th. It's 5-1 Giants. 24, and that's a ball lifted to left field. Kevin McReynolds settles under it. Chili Davis, Charles Theodore Chili Davis, fast outfielder, marked as a 2, rated as a 2 outfielder, which is kind of your average outfielder. He has a 1 at 66. And that's a 42. That's ball 4. Davis on with a walk, 1-out walk to Chili Davis. Bob Melvin fouls one back. Souvenir. And this is a ground ball, 3rd base. And that's chopped toward 3rd, backhanded, long throw to 2nd, and back to 1st. I thought he was going to go to 1st base, and then he threw to 2nd, back to 1st, double play. 5-4-3, round the horn double play. And takes us to the bottom of the 8th now, so Melvin rounds into the double play to end the inning, and it's Tim Tuffle leading it off. 31. Now Atwater's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's in the bottom. Well, actually, he's gone 4, having a lot of run. And this is going to be a ground ball, 3rd base. Spire across the diamond, throws him out. 1 down. Keith Hernandez, 51. That's line base hit center field. Frozen rope to center for Mex. Keith Hernandez, left-handed batter. He's the one of the color commentators for the Mets. Very charming guy. Lots of interesting stories. Hey there, ESBN. How you doing, my brother? And D. Scott Howard. Sean D. in the house. What's up, guys? The APBA Basic, Atomic Age Baseball. APBA Basic didn't change much since 1958. And you can do the research yourself. The major changes happened before that. So never really changed very much. Dick Seitz was the creator of APBA, and he decided that this was it, that he had perfected the best system on the planet, and it never required any adjustments. So it's a 5-1 score. We're in the bottom of the 8th. There's 1 out, and it's Kevin McReynolds. Atlee Hamaker is still in the game. And that's a ground ball up the middle, and Matt Williams gets to it, throws on the run, and gets McReynolds by half a step. Gary the Kid Carter. Moving up to second base is Hernandez. Gary the Kid Carter is up next, 36. That's popped up. Third baseman, Chris Spire, under it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So the Mets lead 1, score none. And at the end of 8 complete, it's 5-1 Giants. This is the third game of a 3-game set. Mets won the first 2. They were going for the sweep on this one, but it wasn't meant to be. Matt Williams against McDowell. Let's see if we have McDowell in our Topps baseball set. Like I said, we have most of the players. So that's nice to see. It doesn't always happen. But in this particular season, Davey Johnson, the manager's there. Roger McDowell, there he is. Number 42. 42s have been retired in baseball. There are no more 42s. He's going to be facing Matt Williams. It's 35. That's strike 3. Slider gets Williams. Robbie Thompson with 1 out. 33. That's going to take us to the second column. And that's driven in the gap. And that's going to split the outfield, roll to the wall. Thompson, thinking about third, changes his mind. Stays at second with the 1-out double. Charlton, Atley, Hamaker. And that's foul back. Again, 21. And that's strike 3. So Roger McDowell blows one by the pitcher. And with 2 outs, it's Chris Spire at the top of the 9th. 5-1 ground ball, second base. Chop to second. Tim Tuffle better hurry and throws him out. And that retires the side. Barry Lyons leading it off for the Mets in the bottom of the 9th. Atley's trying for the complete game. He's only allowed 7 hits so far. Lyons 33, and that's line base hit. And that's going to be it for we're going to pull him. We're going to pull Atley, Hamaker. And who are we going to bring in? Who's it going to be? Let's see. We can do Gott. I'm going to bring in Gott. Gott is a BXY. Takes his warm-up tosses. And he's ready to roll. He's going to face, with 1 on and nobody out, he's going to face Howard Johnson. 23, and that's strike 3. So it comes in and blows one by Howard Johnson, who's swinging for the fences as usual. Santana next, 54, and that's lifts one to right field towards the line. Is Maldonado into foul ground, makes the catch. 2 down. That's going to bring a pinch hitter now. Who's it going to be? Against a righty, it's going to be Dave Magadan gets the call. Dave Magadan is going to come in to pinch hit. With 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, 5-1 Giants. And that's lined. Oh, that's a 7. What? Is that a 7? Got a little stain on that, and it's lined base hit. And Barry Lyons is going to hold at second base. The Mets are down by 4. There's no reason to kind of rush it. So he's an automatic hold there, down by this many runs. That's like a house rule. Like if your run doesn't really count, we're not going to be going after the extra base here. Definitely don't want to do that. Mookie Wilson with 2 out and 2 on. Bottom of the 9th. 5-1 Giants. Jim Gott gets the sign. Ground ball. Shortstop. Matt Williams flips to Robbie Thompson, and that's the ball game. Mets lose it by a score of 5-1. Darryl Strawberry didn't make an appearance. I could have brought him in at the end there. But did not do that. Did not remember to do that. But that's going to be it. So we're going to input. The winning pitcher is going to be Atley Hamaker. And I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that name right. I hope I am. I could have double-checked that, but I did not do that. And the losing pitcher is going to be David Cone. Mets are going to drop to, let's see what they drop to. Mets drop to 24-11. In reality, at this point, they were 16-19. So this is game 35 of their season. And the next series that the Mets play, I'll play it probably starting Monday. The next series the Mets are going to play is going to be against. Let's take a quick peek. Padres are coming into town. San Diego Padres, Monday, May 18th, so that's tomorrow, at Shea Stadium. And it's going to be a night game on grass. And who's it going to be? Dave Dravecky versus Ron Darling. So that's going to be a good game. And I believe they're coming in for a 3-game set. Let me double check that. So they play on Monday. The Padres play the Mets on Tuesday, and then the Padres play the Mets on Wednesday, and then the Padres leave town, and the Dodgers come into town. That's going to be exciting. So there you go. I'll give you the line score, and then I'll sign off. I'm going to go offline and play roll an inside pitch game. Let me give you So the Mets had an opportunity to sweep the series, but they win the series 2-1. It was the Giants 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 5 left on base. Mets 1 run, 9 hits, 1 error, 9 left on base. And this is CP Cards and Dice from your home for chat, tutorials, strategy, player profiles, history reviews, news, tips, unboxings, tops, baseball cards, and so much more. And this is your host, CP. And basically letting you know that we had a blast replaying the APBA season. And thanks for stopping by to everybody who did stop by. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.